Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
Hey there, you audiophile with your fancy new retro turntable. Pay attention. Bandai Namco has announced that the Dark Souls vinyl trilogy is coming soon. There will be only 2,000 of these available, and they'll go for €109, and for now will be available in the EU only. The box set consists of 9 differently colored albums that collect every one of those signature score pieces that made our hair stand up on edge, as well as function as the soundtrack to our death. There's no release date yet, and the set can't be purchased right now, but will be available directly from Bandai Namco at some point in the future. The music of the Dark Souls series is possibly its most underrated element, and tends to be overlooked in favor of the game's signature combat and cryptic lore hunting. We're really looking forward to getting our hands on this one. The Destiny 2 beta was extended this week for players and gave those who couldn't get enough of the game an extra 2 days of PvP and strike goodness. Check out our beta impressions piece on the blog to see where the game has changed and where it stayed the same. Take a look at the detailed guides we also have for each of the 3 classes, Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. There are some new dynamic subclasses like the Dawnblade, Arcstrider, and Sentinel, and they each have a whole set of skills and roles to master. In a first look with IGN, Destiny 2's newest PvP game mode, Survival, has been revealed. The reveal came with a 7-minute gameplay video on the new map called Altar of Flame. Survival pits Guardians against each other in the Crucible, but with a finite amount of lives each team can expend. Survival looks like a very welcome addition to the Crucible game modes, and the fact that it makes death count should make for some intense combat situations and a heavy reliance on strategy. Bungie has also revealed one of the pre-order bonuses for Destiny 2, and it's an exotic weapon, a trace rifle called Cold Heart. They also released a cheeky trailer to the tune of Vanilla Ice to unveil it. It's available as a pre-order incentive and will then be available for everyone after December 5th, making the pre-order about a 3-month exclusive access. Not a bad bit of entertainment, and something to look forward to if you've pre-ordered. Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja have released the next Nioh DLC titled Defiant Honor. Defiant Honor is the second DLC after Maze Dragon of the North and is included in the Season Pass or costs $9.99 on its own. Defiant Honor takes us to Osaka Castle, the largest and most impregnable castle of Sengoku era. You can check out the launch trailer and a bevy of slick screenshots on the blog. Included in the DLC is a new weapon, new armor, new items, new guardian spirits, enemies, stages, and submissions. This week we also learned about the third and final piece of DLC for Nioh, which will be titled Gena Embu, official title pending. They did not reveal any specific information regarding the content, but we can anticipate a similar package to what we've seen so far, which includes new missions and bosses to take on during actual historical events in this period of Japan's history. Digging into Defiant Honor this week? Let us know what you think about it in the comments, and be sure to keep checking in with us for everything Nioh related. The Elder Scrolls Online changes with every major update: Morrowind, the Dark Brotherhood, Orsinium, and more. And now, with Update 15 Horns of the Reach just around the corner, more changes are coming to the base game. While it may be hard to top the sweeping changes of Morrowind, Horns of the Reach does make some significant changes, and this week we took an in-depth look at some of the major changes, and you can watch the video on our channel and read the details on our blog. What are your thoughts of the upcoming changes? Be sure to share your insights in the comments. This week we also shared a brand new build guide for PvP nuts. Check out our Magicka Templar build for a full rundown of what and how to create a solid foundation. But remember, there's no substitute for experience, so make sure you're out there testing it on the regular. Blizzard has made Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition free to play on Xbox One for the weekend, and it's available until August 1st at midnight on the Xbox Store. All progress and achievements you earn will carry over if you decide to purchase the game after the trial. During this time you can also purchase the Eternal Collection, which includes the new Necromancer class and all content from Diablo 3 the Ultimate Evil Edition from the store at 35% off. Lucky for you, we've got plenty of resources available to help you out with the current expansion if you take the plunge and make the purchase. Check out our full trophy guide, our set and legendary guide, and our Season 11 overview guide to get you underway with the Rise of the Necromancer expansion. Square Enix has announced that it will be holding a global closed test of the upcoming multiplayer DLC for Final Fantasy XV, titled Comrades. The test will run from August 3rd through the 8th. Players who have purchased the Season Pass or the Digital Premium Edition will have access to the test and can download the client on August 2nd. Square Enix has provided a breakdown of what is going to be available in the test compared to what the full version will look like. You'll see you won't be playing as the boy band. Instead, you'll be creating and customizing your own character. There's no release date set for Comrades, but we can probably expect it in the fall for the PS4 and Xbox One. As we can see by the notes provided from Square Enix, it's set up to be very much a standalone multiplayer experience, rather than something integrated into the base game, similar to how the Uncharted and Mass Effect handled their multiplayer. Bandai Namco has released a slew of new screenshots for Code Vein, their upcoming action RPG from the team behind God Eater. In the screenshots, we get some more looks at some of the key characters in the game, as well as some of the Bloodveil powers in action. We also get a look at some of the environments, with a peek at the urban decay and underground area that has been marred to rubble by a cataclysm. Check out the screenshots on the blog for all the epic goodness. Code Vein is set to release for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC sometime in 2018. Capcom has revealed a series of 14 short videos for Monster Hunter World that each show one of the game's different weapon types. There's a vast range of unique weapons for players to choose from, whether they're new to the hunt or already a seasoned veteran. Each weapon type has a different overall playstyle and characteristics which are showcased in the videos. Depending on the type of foe and quest goals, it may prove useful to change gear mid-quest back at camp. Players are never locked into one weapon type, so they should keep different options on hand. There's everything from up close and personal to ranged, to defensive, and the unique. Each has a strength and a drawback, and will have to be carefully selected depending on the type of monster you're hunting. Furthermore, Capcom has launched a contest to design a weapon for the game. The deadline to submit your concept is August 16th at 9 PM PST. Get your designs in there. In an attempt to cut through the noise of traditional big billboard, big budget, big trailer marketing, BioWare has taken to Mother Nature to promote its new open-world action RPG Anthem. They've created a corn maze for it. Yes, you heard that, a corn maze. Can't make this up, folks. The 17-acre maze is comprised of a BioWare logo and one of the game's soldiers in the signature exosuit. There's obvious satire at play here, and in terms of drawing attention, this certainly does. The maze is open from now until October 24th at the Edmonton Corn Maze, so if you're in the Edmonton area, it may be worth making some travel plans in that direction. Anthem arrived on the scene during EA's E3 presentation, and has the potential to become a new flagship series, especially in the wake of Mass Effect Andromeda's launch hiccups. We recently took a look at that potential, and whether Anthem could carry the torch from the Mass Effect series as a new sci-fi franchise. Thoughts on the corn maze? Let the puns flow. Warner Bros. Has announced that Shadow of War is getting an accompanying mobile game for Android and iOS. The game will feature celebrated characters from the franchise and the Lord of the Rings stories, such as Celebrimbor, Gimli, and Boromir. You'll head out across Mordor and recruit warriors to take down orcs in real-time combat. The Nemesis system is going to be in the game and will let you build an army of loyal followers. Shadow of War Mobile will be available in the fall on iOS and Android, and is now open for pre-registration. Bandai Namco has released a new delightful gameplay video for Ni no Kuni 2, which shows the content we went hands-on with during this past E3. The game is set hundreds of years past the first game and finds the cat and mouse tribes at war. In it, the mouse tribe initiates a hostile takeover of the kingdom, and the main protagonist is tossed from his kingdom and sets out on a mission to reclaim his throne. The extended gameplay video shows more of the character's world and gameplay, as well as the two formidable bosses we took on. Recently, Bandai Namco announced that Ni no Kuni 2 will be delayed until January 19th, 2018 for the PS4 and PC. The game was originally scheduled to release November 10th, 2017, so fans will have to wait a couple months to get it in their hands. We recently had a chance to play Epic Games and People Can Fly's new co-op survival game Fortnite that merges third-person shooter with tower defense. The game has been in development for years and is now available in early access for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Check out our early access review on the blog for the full rundown. Right now, it's tricky to say if it's worth it to buy into Fortnite early access. The game is undeniably fun, and if it was set to release as a $50 title, buying in right now would be a no-brainer. The value you get from supporting early access is being able to play it months before everyone else. It's a game where a dedicated player could easily spend hundreds of hours on, even in its early access state, which gives the game clear value even if you were to buy in now. And that's a determining factor. If the gameplay looks like something right in your wheelhouse, then early access is not a bad investment at all. Square Enix has announced that Lost Sphear, the upcoming JRPG from IM Setsuna developer Tokyo RPG Factory, will now release January 23, 2018 in North America and EU for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. It'll release a bit sooner in Japan on October 12th. Lost Sphear is a turn-based JRPG set in a world threatened by a mysterious phenomenon known as Lost. To combat the Lost, the power of memory awakens within a young man named Kanata, giving hope to the people. As it's too dangerous for Kanata alone, his friends accompany him on his journey. Over on the PlayStation blog, they revealed some more info about the game, including some new characters as well as the Volko suits, which are some nifty mech suits that give you some added firepower. Those who dig IM Setsuna and other classic JRPG titles like Chrono Trigger and early Final Fantasy will be right at home with Lost Sphear. We got a long 10-minute look at some of the visceral gameplay in Ninja Theory's upcoming action title Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. In the video, Senua heads across a treacherous bridge to Helheim, the land of the dead. In Hellblade, we make our way through a dark world from the folklore of the Celts and take on the role of a female warrior who journeys to this land. Afflicted by mental illness, Senua will battle her inner demons, as well as dangerous enemies using a variety of tactical combos and abilities. As you can see in the video, the third-person camera is pulled in tight, increasing the tension by increasing the proximity to the enemies. The combat is methodical and is a departure from the hack and slash of past Ninja Theory titles. Similar to the new God of War, the game is taking its cues from Dark Souls' perspective. For a deeper look at Hellblade, check out our preview article and accompanying video on our channel. Pyre, the party-based action RPG from Supergiant, released this week, and is the indie developer's newest game, joining its past titles Transistor and Bastion. We selected the game as one of our top 5 RPGs of the month. For a full rundown of everything that's in the game, you can check out our full preview that we wrote last month. It takes the best of Supergiant, wonderful art, music, and storytelling, and gives it a twist by adding in some MOBA elements to their typical structure. So what do the critics say about it? Currently, it's sitting at an open critic score of 85. The consensus is that the game's core battle arena gameplay is stellar, and the true draw for the title, which for fans is a good thing. After all, you want the core experience to be what shines. Overwatch's newest hero, Doomfist, is now live for players on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. After weeks of speculation, teasing, and testing, the burly brawler is now here to shake up the meta. Doomfist's cybernetics make him a highly mobile, powerful frontline fighter. In addition to dealing range damage with his hand cannon, he can slam the ground, knock enemies into the air and off balance, or charge into the fray with his rocket punch. Just in time for some weekend binging, so get in there and have some fun. Bethesda Machine Games have released a delicious new trailer for Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus that shows off some of the high-powered gameplay, as well as the game's signature dialogue. The trailer shows a very gratifying and explosive gunplay, among others including a flamethrower, but it all centers innocently enough on a strawberry milkshake at an idyllic diner. Some milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, and some milkshakes bring death. Wolfenstein 2 will release on October 27th for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. You can check out our E3 coverage of Bethesda's conference that saw the reveal trailer for the game. Sony and Naughty Dog have released some stunning new gameplay and screenshots for Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. The gameplay vid has it all: jeep driving, stealth, cinematic cuts, climbing, swimming, combat, and Claudia Black's voice. Call me content. It's clear that the standalone DLC for Uncharted 4 is going to have the same polish and attention to detail as the other games in the franchise. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy went gold last week and is scheduled to release for the PS4 on August 22nd. It's looking like it's going to be the same blockbuster experience we've come to expect from Naughty Dog. Co-op monster raising RPG Legend launched its Kickstarter campaign, and within mere hours had already hit its goal and was on its way through its stretch goals. Legend is an RPG simulator hybrid with strong monster raising and multiplayer features. Wash ashore on the island of Vaka, and must farm, build, and expand your village through a huge variety of activities while collecting and raising monster-like creatures. Legend is coming to PC and eventually PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. The game's music is also taking center stage as they've managed to nab some impressive composers who've worked on titles like Final Fantasy XV and Metal Gear Solid. The game was originally introduced as part of the Square Enix Collective, which works like the now defunct Steam Greenlight and puts promising titles up for vote to see if fans would support its development. Re-Legend raked in 99% of the vote, if that's any indication of the game's anticipation. We'll be sure to bring a more detailed look of Re-Legend soon, so be sure to check back. Bethesda and Direwolf Digital promised it, and this week they delivered as The Elder Scrolls Legends is now available on mobile platforms. You can head over to the Google Play or Apple App Store and download a strategy card game based off the Elder Scrolls series of games. The free-to-play card game that merges conventions from Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone while adding its own twist has been humming along on PC for a bit now, with a steady following. It recently just saw the release of a major expansion called Heroes of Skyrim that brings in some iconic characters and flavors from Skyrim. In conjunction with the release, they've also updated the game with a new patch, and you can read the full notes on the blog. Now's the time to get in and give yourself something to do while you're waiting in line at the bank. Check out our collection of Elder Scrolls Legends deck guides to help get you started in your journey of conquest. And that's a wrap for the Weekend Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.